Well, aren't you guys lucky? I'm uploading a third video on this channel today. This is my first time I've dropped out, maybe actually it's probably my second time I've dropped out 3 videos in one day. The reason why I wanted to put in an extra one is because, like I said, I've been missing for quite a bit and I've kind of felt bad for, not being able to upload and stuff for you guys. So I want to give you guys as much as content as possible. And I know there's a lot of stuff that I've been held back on. I mean, there's still the Saiyan Scholar videos that I have to check out. I'm going to check them all out on, his power scale on Dragon Ball Super. But that's going to be it for his thing. There was also a couple of suggestions for checking out more of Seth the Programmer's videos. I really don't want to check a couple of his other ones, but somebody started messaging me to check them out. But it was a while back. I just didn't have the time to do it. But I will definitely do that. I'll also be continuing my She-Hulk review videos. Hopefully, if I have time tomorrow, I will definitely just, I'm going to try to get on that. But yeah, I don't know if that's definite. I'll try to do more reaction videos because I have a ton of those that I have to finish. But I will be getting onto that at some point. So let's get into this one. Black Adam versus Apocalypse, DC's death battle. I know about Black Adam quite a bit, not to a high extent, but decently enough. And Apocalypse, I don't know enough about, so I'm being honest right there. I already checked out their, Silver versus Trunks one, so yeah, this one came out before it. I was planning to check it out first, but I just couldn't get the time for it. So let's get into it.
Toth, Ra. For over 30 centuries, Egyptian mythology spawned countless legends.
And we've got comics' biggest baddies this side of the Nile. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who.
You've heard of Gotham, the Mascara, Metropolis, just a few of DC's unique tourist spots.
But there's another. South of the Mediterranean Sea and north of the Sinai Peninsula rests the sovereign nation of Kahndaq.
While those spots have Superman and Batman solving crimes like it's magic, Kahndaq's got an actual magic man saving them. Black Adam.
Long ago, Teth Adam and his people were enslaved by the conqueror Ebok and his army of barbarians. All he had left was his nephew, Amon. Upon fleeing certain death, the two stumbled onto the Rock of Eternity, a mystic lair that has defended magic since the dawn of time. Here, the two earned an audience with the lair's masters, the excellently named Council of Wizards.
Seeing the purity in little Amon's heart, this wannabe Gandalf decked him out with super magic. And being the nice guy he is, Amon shared some magic power with his uncle. Spoiler alert! Not his best idea.
They returned to Kahndaq to free their people, but their methods reached an impasse. Amon wanted to use his powers to resolve matters in a peaceful fashion. However, Teth Adam desired vengeance, emancipation through slaughter.
So Uncle Teth sat his nephew down, man to man, looked him straight in the eyes, and then frickin' killed him. Then used his borrowed power to steal the rest of the super magic. You know what they say, no nephew, no problem.
With the full might of the wizards at his fingertips, Black Adam annihilated the barbarians and freed his city. Suffice to say, he's not exactly your typical hero.
Even the superhero A-listers don't try him, and for good reason. Kmart Merlin here didn't give Adam some nerdy wand, but that dope shit, the living lightning.
While it may function just like real lightning, this living lightning is among the most potent spells in comics history.
It's magic lightning. You ever see normal lightning kickstart a giant's heart and juice up the Flash? Because Black Adam's lightning did, and activating it is as easy as saying the magic word, Shazam! Wait, hold up, that's Billy's word. Shouldn't he shout like, Black Adam, or Shazoo!
Remember, Kmart Merlin? This is Mamaragan, the mightiest of the wizards. To better protect the multiverse's magic, he promotes individuals to be his mythic champions. Black Adam is one of the first. So kind of like Shazam with another name.
I like my idea better. Shazoo! It really lets you know you gotta be quiet, like when you're in a zoo or, the animals will kill you. Wait, is that not a real thing? Can I talk at the zoo?
But when Teth Adam shouts his magic word, lightning pours from the clouds, transforming him from meager human to wizard Jesus, and vice versa. Simply put, Black Adam is imbued with the powers of God. Well, gods, plural, as his gifts come from multiple mythological legends.
At first, he got juiced up from the Greek gods. Zeus, Atlas, Herc, all those buff guys and gals. But it didn't really work out though, cause he kinda died.
Yet Kahndaq craved for their hero's return. So Black Adam's most devoted followers collected all of his ashes and prayed their hearts out, this time to their own pantheon.
Goodbye, muscles, and hello, bird people. Black Adam was reborn, now with the powers of the Egyptian pantheon. Gods like Shu, Amun, and Horus gave Adam the basics: super strength, speed, flight, and an undying body. But the real magic's with the other three.
The power of Aten channels the living lightning throughout his entire body for combative purposes, and the wisdom of Zehuti improves Black.
Normally I would skip the, explanation on what happened in their backstory and, who they are, but like I said, I don't know enough about these characters, and I think it's interesting to understand more about these characters more than just how powerful they are. It's also cool to see, where they came from, their background and stuff. Also, sorry if the lighting's a little dark. It's kind of got a little nighttime, and I usually just use my natural house lighting. I don't have one of those other things that do it. I don't really have a room set up for that. There's not enough room for that, so yeah. Sorry if the lighting is a little bit off, but yeah. It's interesting. So his nephew had the power, and then he killed him and took all the power, and then he got it from those 7 wizards, then got revisited again when they did the Egyptian gods. That's kind of a little more, confusing with the Egyptian gods coming in. But those other ones, why can't they just take the power away from him and, keep it or whatever, give it to somebody better,
Black Adam's strategic thinking.
It's a council of knowledge from the gods that clues Black Adam in on how to defeat his enemies. Like, for instance, when evil Joker Batman drove Billy mad, Billy went all King Shazam on Kondak. But guess what? Zehuti had Black Adam instinctively lead Billy into a trap to destroy his ass with the power of Sunday prayers. Hallelujah! Holy shit!
And finally, the courage of Mehen. Besides minor healing and resistance to mental attacks, Mehen's power granted Black Adam an indomitable will.
It's got him through some really rough patches. His family? Dead. His country? Wasted. His wife got revived. She turned to stone. You can knock him down, sure, but he ain't staying there.
Mehen helped make Black Adam a non-wavering and decisive leader. The whole world can turn against him.
I don't want to head race into this, but it's weird that Black Adam is supposed to be Egyptian, but he looks like a white guy. Yes, he has a little bit of tan they put him, but he does not look like an Egyptian. I've met a bunch of Egyptians in my life, and they do not look like this. They're either browner skin or dark skin, and he does not fit anything at all. I mean, then again, it's like these comic book companies, they don't really understand too much about other cultures that much, that they don't really differentiate between subtle changes of skin tone. Usually if it's like white or black, then they can definitely tell the difference, but if it's a little bit different shading of brown like me, then it's harder for them to tell.
But he would not care so long as Kondak is safe. To reach those ends, he's partnered with the Justice Society of America, the Society of Supervillains, and even the Justice League. Rubbed elbows with Superman one day and Lex the next.
So, is Black Adam a good guy or a bad guy?
Neither. Only the side that benefits his people matters. He's not concerned with...
Now we're getting to his feats. Push the moon, so he has moon level strength, good. Okay, shattered existing level force field, okay. Tore through Spectre. Now, from what I heard, Spectre, even though he's a powerful being, the problem with the Spectre himself is people say he's kind of like a jobber. He gets bodied by a lot of characters. He got beaten up by Green Lantern. He got hurt by characters that shouldn't even hurt him. Even Batman was able to hurt him or something with a punch. It was just weird. Kept pace with Jay Garrick and The Flash. Okay, that's impressive. Navigated his astral form across alternate universes. Okay. Defeated Hawkman, 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Justice Society of America. Hawkman, not that powerful. Justice Society of America, they have some heavy hitters, but not enough. And 4 Horsemen, I don't know them. I've never heard of them, to be honest. 4 Horsemen, probably.
Morality and his brash nature is frequently misunderstood. It's what led to the entire JSA jumping him. Twice.
And they still couldn't check him. Adam's just built that different.
Black Adam caused sandstorms with a single clap, pushed the moon, and killed the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
One time when space cultists came a knocking on Earth, he fought side by side with his best bro, Sinestro. Afterward, when the Yellow Lanterns dipped and took their rings with them, Sinestro let Black Adam keep the one he got. Now that's a bromance. And can I just say,
that is cool. Like I said, usually I try to focus on the powers, but these characters I do not know anything. I know some about Black Adam, but I don't know enough, so I want to learn more. It's cool. I never thought that he and Sinestro were friends, especially that good of friends. That's cool to see. I like that. I think that adds a little more to his character, the fact that him and another villain are super good friends. He's like, hey, here you go, bro. Here you go, the ring. I know we're leaving, but you get to at least keep this as momentum for what you did.
hey, Black Black Adam makes a mean lightning tiger.
He murdered the Council of Wizards and later endangered Momorgan himself. And the Almighty Wizards are part of the Quintessence, basically DC's gods who watch over the multiverse.
No surprise, since Black Adam effortlessly broke Spectre's body, another Quintessence person.
Sure, he's torn off Hawkman's wing and tried to kill Wonder Woman, but through the eyes of his people and loved ones, Black Adam is a hero. A moment's gaze from their idol is all they need to carry on living.
So invaders beware, no one's truly safe from the true, savage champion of Shazam.
Now right here looks definitely Arab. He definitely looks like an Arab guy, but the other ones didn't. Sorry if I paused for that one.
Shit, I was kinda hoping I'd transform there. Shazoo! Fuck! Let me tell you about one of my favorite graphic novels. It spells the end of all days, when madness reigns supreme and order is shattered, mounted upon white horses, death, destruction, pestilence, and famine bring about a world anew. It gets dark as shit, like literally, and I'm there for it.
Are you talking about the Bible?
What? No, this is a Marvel comic. 5,000 years ago in Marvel Comics, the Egyptian Aqaba tribe birthed something terrible. An ugly child. To them, he was a demon. Like a mix between Great Value Thanos and a box of chalk sticks. So they midnight dumpster babied his ass in the desert to die.
Luckily, Baal of the Crimson Sands tribe saw differently. Within this child, he saw a conqueror. He raised him as En-Saba-Nur, the morning light.
And above all, he taught him one major lesson. Only the strong survive.
Nur became a warrior, same as his peers, but his physical differences made his experience unique. He was stronger, smarter, and hated. Even to these people, he was an outsider.
Then the Pharaoh killed Baal and enslaved Nur. Dude had no one left on his side except for this chick who he had a thing for. But everyone he meets apparently just wants ugly people to die, even when he saves their life. Shit, just swipe right, girl. Goddamn.
And so he embraced the perceived truth. If he was a monster, he would prove it. Betrayed by all and respected by none. If no one would care for En-Saba-Nur, they would all fear Apocalypse.
Long story short, he's a mutant. And not just a creepy looking dude like Beak over the... Oh, God, I almost threw up in my mouth a little bit. Anyway, he's got superpowers, and they're on a whole nother level.
He has inhuman physiology and intelligence, along with complete control over his molecular structure, allowing him to reshape and mold his body however he pleases.
Yeah, but I guess he's too proud to just, turn himself into Jason Momoa or something.
With a combination of his not-so-screwed-tight tactical brain and prowess, Apocalypse conquered Egypt, leading it into a prosperous age with an iron fist and an ocean of blood. He'd then set his sights on the very world itself.
Just one problem. The world had a bunch of X-Men and Avengers running around stopping his world domination. To accomplish his big dream, Apocalypse needed something more.
But that would all change upon the arrival of a certain mutant messiah. Okay, so first, Apocalypse found some space tech that belonged to Celestials, basically Marvel's gods.
Despite its amazing potential, he wasn't able to make use of the technology until the time traveler Cable showed up to kill him. Instead, Cable accidentally infected Apocalypse with the techno-organic virus, a disease that turns organic matter to futuristic technology.
Turns out, this is exactly what Apocalypse needed to access the Celestial tech. With the promise that he would repay the Celestials later, he was bestowed a gem that would change the game forever.
Okay, yeah, cool story too. I like how the fact that he went through all that stuff, he got bandits that helped him out, but then the guy died, so then he went bad. And yeah, I like the story where they all treated him badly, so he became this thing. But going through the story about talking about the Celestials, the fact that he was able to connect to their tech and stuff, if you know in Marvel Comics, they're usually the top dogs. Usually when people beat them, that showcases the level of power, like Null or Reed Richards. You know, you have to be a highly powerful being to, handle these kind of characters with anything. So the fact that he has any connection to them or, the power system stuff showcases that he would get a significant power amp. So against somebody like Black Adam, who, from what they've shown, besides when he got his powers back from, like, you know, the Egyptian gods, he doesn't seem to have any real crazy power amps. Whereas him, you can see a progression through his strength throughout the time that passed, and especially through him getting that. I think that will be the biggest deciding factor for who's going to win, and I think that's going to give him a definitive win in the end because of this fight.
This is a Death Seed, a celestial artifact with the purpose of leading Earth into a higher evolved form. By injecting a Death Seed into someone, they are transfigured into one of Apocalypse's horsemen, a being of incredibly fatal power.
Don't forget about that techno-organic virus either. Controlling the virus means controlling all technology with your mind. Cable couldn't tame it, but Apocalypse's power is so vast, he had no issues controlling it.
So, take a God Pyramid, add a super tech virus, multiply the X gene, and what do you get? An Apocalypse who is unrecognizable from his meager past. With these three under his command, any superpower you can think of is now at his disposal.
Apocalypse can teleport, blast all sorts of energy, turn invisible, regenerate limbs, read minds, and friggin' fly. Look at him whiz! He's got his hands behind his back and he just doesn't give a shit.
And most impressive is his ability to siphon energy. He once absorbed Cyclops' laser with his bare hand, the same laser that can split planets.
It wasn't long before the virus incorporated technology into his molecules. With mere thoughts, he can construct fake bodies, entire robot armies, and even morph himself into a kaiju. At his peak, virtually no one stands a chance. On a bad day, Apocalypse bodied 6 of the strongest X-Men in a minute.
His telepathy alone contends with Jean Grey, one of the greatest psychics in Marvel.
He's out-muscled and outpaced.
Okay, let's read his feats, but before we get into that, I do want to talk about what they were stating. Like I said, with that thing, that will give him a big advantage. And with the fact that they said he can have any, power, they said Reed Richards can destroy planets. He's mentioned small planets, so it wouldn't be, large planet size, but even still, then it's crazy. He can do a lot of stuff with his abilities, so he's going to have a lot of versatility in this fight and a lot of different, things he can do with it. Like I said, once again, sorry for the, lighting. I'm seeing it right now, it looks horrible. But, yeah. It's crazy now looking at it. He was able to outmuscle Hulk and She-Hulk. Okay, avoided, tanked, and absorbed Cyclops' optic blast. Took the full brunt of Jean Grey's attacks with no psychic psionic shielding. Survived blows from various opponents, including Strife, Cable, and Black Bolt. At his weakest, defeated Colossus, Storm, Beast, Archangel, Quicksilver, and Iceman. Yeah, that's crazy impressive, especially the whole Jean Grey thing. I think that's cool. He has a lot of stuff. With his abilities, this can be very hard for Black Adam to contend against.
Both Hulk and Thor, and we all know how crazy those two are. We're talking about heroes able to destroy the Marvel Universe, and in an alternate timeline, Apocalypse even slaughtered a Celestial with his bare hands. His bare freaking hands! Wow, way to pay him back for that solid they did you, bro.
With that Death Seed in tow, it's hard to attribute Apocalypse as anything but a force of nature, especially when said Death Seed has mutated beings capable of fighting the Phoenix Force, a cosmic entity and the primal force of life. In fact, Dr. Doom claims the Death Seed is directly comparable to the Phoenix itself.
So much pain, so many bodies. Apocalypse is an agent of war and has the scars to back it up. And even when someone manages to take him down, so long as he's got blood, metal, and that Death Seed, he'll just keep coming back again and again and again.
Ball would be proud, for what is more inevitable and more dramatic to the annihilation of humans than the Apocalypse himself?
This and Sabanur sure brought the Apocalypse to Kahndaq. And our camera, goddammit! Whiz, that's gotta be like, what, $30 whole? Fuck, man.
This result surprised us. For what it's worth, both Black Adam and Apocalypse displayed ludicrous levels of godlike ability.
Both of their power supplies compared to cosmic beings like the Phoenix and Super Gandalf, and both fought heroes like Thor and Wonder Woman.
Right, the victor could not be deduced by strength and speed alone. Rather, it depended on how their abilities countered each other. In that regard, Apocalypse held many advantages.
For starters, he could one-up the living Lightning. For almost any power Black Adam had, Apocalypse had a better version of it, and then some.
Frankly, half of Black Adam's pantheon granted him abilities that Apocalypse possessed through his mutant genes alone, notwithstanding all his other abilities from Celestial Tech, the Techno-Organic Virus, and the Death Seed.
Well, Black Adam did have something Apocalypse didn't. The wisdom of Sahuti, Big Brain God, could definitely clue him in on that Death Seed stuff.
And without a Death Seed, Apocalypse would not have fared nearly as well against Black Adam's strength and tenacity.
So to win, Black Adam would have needed to figure out how to destroy the Death Seed, but Apocalypse could defend against that and had way more options for his own victory.
His telepathy got the best of Jean Grey, and there's no reason Apocalypse couldn't mind-read Black Adam. The courage of Mehen may have safeguarded him from mental attacks, but it never made him immune to telepathy outright.
But most importantly, Apocalypse could absorb all of Black Adam's energy powers and turn him right back around.
So yeah, I think his biggest dubs were the fact that he had mind powers beyond Jean Grey. The Seed was comparable to, you know, the Phoenix Force. He defeated a Celestial. He can absorb energy directly, and any form of energy that he throws at him has many different techniques, like I said, that he can use to his disposal against, you know, Black Adam. There's just too much on his side that he has that it's going to be hard to beat him with, especially with the speed from the Seed from the Celestials. It gives him a big advantage over Black Adam.
The living lightning may be enchanted, but it is still lightning. It's frequently displayed properties of ionized energy. Thus, there's no reason Apocalypse couldn't absorb it for himself. Plus, it's been shared between people many times before, and the more it's given to other hosts, the weaker the original bearer becomes. Hell, stealing the power of the living lightning is how...
Now let's read what he had. He's like, bolstered more showings of strength than Apocalypse. Okay, wisdom of Zetu, altered Black Adam of the Deathless Seed. Okay, so far less versatile in range of combat abilities, possessed very few meanings of killing Apocalypse quickly, unable to win if Teth Adam couldn't shout Shazam. And then his one is Death Seed and X-Gene rivaled Black Adam's physicality. Numerous abilities countered the living lightning. Regenerative powers made him difficult to kill quickly, far weaker than Black Adam without his Death Seed. Wisdom of Zetu unveiled his weakness. Yeah.
Teth Adam became Black Adam in the first place, so Apocalypse could do the same.
By slurping up Black Adam's magic, Apocalypse grew in power while Black Adam got weaker. It was only a matter of time before Black Adam was literally helpless against the end of all things.
Black Adam may have been power incarnate, but Apocalypse's wide array of powers and specific counters to the living lightning meant he could rise to the challenge.
Teth thought he had him until Noor gave him the boot.
The winner is Apocalypse.
So that was Death Battles Black Adam versus Apocalypse. I mentioned before when I even watched the video, I thought the Black Adam was going to win. I'm surprised that Apocalypse won. I did say towards the middle of the fight that I thought I was going to win. Because as soon as they start unraveling all this stuff, you know that who's going to win when they give the other person way more like attributes on what they accomplished. Because Black Adam, they're explaining more of his story and less of explaining his accomplishments compared to him. But they did say he had a decent fighting, except for the fact that he had the Seed. Like I said, unlike Black Adam, he was getting progressively stronger, getting added new additions to his abilities and his powers, and he was given more stuff, especially the connection to the Celestials gave him the biggest advantage in this fight. I 100% agree with their assessment in this fight. There was just too much to Apocalypse. Yes, sometimes a character can be stronger, or, you know, faster, even smarter, but if the person has too many versatility with, like, you know, abilities, it's going to be hard to beat them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these videos that have been dropping out on this channel. I know I wanted to I wanted to drop them out for you guys so badly because I was like, I have been missing it. So yeah, I'm going to try my best to get back to uploading again and again. And it's not because I didn't want to or I was too lazy. It's just I really had no chance that I could. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy all these and stay tuned for next time.